Hurricane Katrina swept through the Gulf Coast in 2005, leaving behind a path of destruction from which many in the region are still recovering. New Orleans, having suffered a near direct hit, saw 51,000 rental units destroyed, along with the healthcare infrastructure for the poor and the extended family, on which so many vulnerable people relied. As a result, homelessness in New Orleans and Jefferson Parish has doubled.
We had about 6,000 in the metropolitan area, which is quite a significant number out of almost a million. And then after Katrina, it doubled to 12,000, but that doesn't even really tell the story of the tens of thousands of people, blind, deaf, disabled, both physically and mentally, that were just left in the aftermath of the storm with very little support and resources.
Unity of Greater New Orleans, a nonprofit organization leading a collaborative of 63 agencies, is at the forefront of the response to this unprecedented crisis.
They were a clarion voice for justice through the entire Katrina debacle, and they held the local elected officials' feet to the fire. They kept the pressure on me, on the secretaries of housing up here to give vouchers for the homeless population and to extend the time for subsidized housing.
Unity, along with its coordinated private and public partnerships, has launched several landmark initiatives intended to ensure that the most vulnerable New Orleanians have a home. They created Welcome Home, a high-profile street outreach team, which has set a national record when it rehoused in only 8 months 457 people from 2 large squalid homeless camps in the middle of downtown New Orleans. They launched the No One Suffers Alone Abandoned Building Project, which deploys a team of 4 outreach workers who comb the now numerous abandoned buildings at night and rescue and rehouse the persons they find in them. And in response to now soaring rental prices, Unity has created Housing Link, which provides a web-based affordable housing locator available to the public.
After Katrina, if it wouldn't have been for Unity, I'm not sure what would really be the status of affordable housing as it's being developed in a fairly robust way now back in the city.
And Unity's public policy leadership, in partnership with NAEH and other national organizations, resulted in the creation of the Louisiana Permanent Supportive Housing Initiative, which includes a set-aside of units created with tax credits and a congressional appropriation to fund more than 3,000 PSH rent vouchers. Unity continues to advocate at the federal, state, and local level for sufficient resources to end the crisis of homelessness among vulnerable New Orleanians.
And the Unity Coalition, led by Martha Cagle, could not be a better model than they are. They're just extraordinary. Their voice is clear, they're precise in what they're asking for, they're determined, they're tenacious, and not on their behalf, but on behalf of really the helpless, the homeless, the very, very poor.